sorry, not 3, it will be 3 squared, r squared. Our radius is 3. That means that r squared is equal to 3 squared. That means that our equation reads x minus 3 squared plus y squared is equal to 9. Watch out for that. There's a big difference between r and r squared. In this case, r is equal to 3. That means that r squared is equal to 9. And the standard equation of our circle is always in terms of r squared. Be careful of that. Now let us look at moving in the opposite direction. You will remember that when we derived the formula of the equation of the circle, we were basically moving from the shape of the circle to the equation. We are now going to look at a few techniques to do that faster. We are now going to move in the opposite direction. That is, we are going to move from the equation to the graph. X squared plus y squared is equal to 9. This is the first equation I'm going to work with, and I'm going to look at what graph that gives me. Now, this is the standard equation of a circle that is centered around the origin. And I also know that my radius is 9 units. So let's indicate that as being 9 units, and my circle will be like that. Obviously I want you to draw slightly neater circles than I do, but as long as you show that the more or less shape is a circle, that's fine. The radius is 9. Sorry, the radius is not 9. Same mistake I keep making. The radius r squared is 9. That means that r is equal to 3. Indicate that, draw a circle centered around the origin. That's enough information. The next one we are going to look at is of a circle not centered around the origin. I'm going to work with the equation x minus 2 squared plus y plus 5 squared is equal to 18. Bits of information. This is x minus p squared plus y minus q squared is equal to r squared. That means that p, the center of the x value of the center of the circle, is equal to positive 2. P is equal to positive 2, and y is equal to negative 5, because that's y minus q, and that one there is y plus q, y plus 5. That means that the y value is negative 5. So our center is that x is equal to 2, y is equal to negative 5. Now we need to put in our radius. If r squared is equal to 18, r squared is 18, it means that r is equal to square root of 18, which is equal to square root of 9 times 2. Square root of 9 is 3 root 2. That means that our radius, you can sketch it wherever you want to, is going to equal 3 root 2 to somewhere there, and then just draw a circle that looks round, as most circles should look. And that's all the information you need to put in. Radius 3 root 2 with the center 2 and negative 5. Remember something, that in order to get to the graph of the circle, we have to have our equation in the standard form. X minus p squared plus y minus q squared is equal to r squared. I want you to have a go at the following exercises. Press pause on your DVD player, and when you return we'll go through it together. Keep in mind what I've just said, that you have to get it into the standard form first before you can start sketching. The first one read x squared plus y squared is equal to 5. Now I don't need to get this into any standard form, it's already in standard form. That means that if I sketch it, because it's x squared plus y squared rather, it's going to be centered around the origin. So that's going to be its center. And it's going to be a circle with a radius of, now remember, r squared is equal to 5. That means that r is equal to root 5. Just indicate that root 5 on your graph. Draw the circle centered around the origin. Don't draw it too pretty. And that's your graph. The next one I gave you to do read x minus 2 squared is equal to 5 minus y plus 2 squared. Now I'm going to start this one out by getting it into the standard form. X minus 2 squared is fine. Take that across to make it plus y plus 2 squared is equal to 5. Now I can sketch it. Because it's in the standard form, it's x minus p. That means our x value is going to be 2. Our y value is going to be negative 2, because that's y minus q. So we're basically just changing that sign. So it's x is equal to 2, y is negative 2. That's the center of our circle. And our circle has a radius of root 5, not 5. 5 is r squared. We're looking for r on its own. X-axis, y-axis. Always indicate that, by the way. Number 3 that I gave you to do read x squared plus 5x plus y squared minus 8y is equal to 15. There is a slight problem with this. More than a slight problem, there's a big problem. We want it in the form x minus p squared plus y minus q squared is equal to r squared. This is definitely not in that form. In order to get it to that form though, we are going to have to use a technique called completing the square. If you are unfamiliar with completing the square, I'd suggest you first go through it. Reference to it is made on screen at the moment. Go through it in the Paper 1 DVDs and then come back to this.